entertained, please subscribe for more news by clicking the red button.
Look at Mr. President the other day. When he was signing the budget, Mr. President said this budget is unimplementable. And Mr. President went and signed something that's unimplementable. Say, President. You know this thing is unimplementable. He went and signed it. A budget that will determine the economy, the progress of this nation. And Mr. President knew this thing can't work. He signed it. Then the letter act, he said he won't sign because direct primary will be too expensive. What do you concern me and party primary? What do you concern me? What do you concern poor people with the party primary? The one where concern poor man. The one where concern businessman. How to grow the economy. You sign them. Even though you know so they go work. The one where the youth politicians are at the fight. He said they go sign. I'm not gonna see how this country be now. This look when I see the country what we did. National Assembly connive with Mr. President. Senator Taz is here. They connive with Mr. President. You know what I did? Mr. President, now you said you don't want to have it's okay, we'll remove it. But Mr. President, sign our budget too. Even when Mr. President knew the budget was padded. So, take your own, I take my own. Look at the budget. The budget was so padded because of election. Because of election coming up 2023. You have a budget of 6,000 something project in a budget. Tell me how. In any part of this world, 6,000 something project in one budget. How does it work? How does it work? It's a budget of every car, it didn't car. Since Hope came into government, he has been killing upon killing, destruction upon destruction everywhere. He has separated Imo people from the government of Buhari. He has messed up the entire place. He went to his crisis, he went to Anambra crisis. Everywhere this young man dies, killing everything. Why should it be so? Because of one man, because of bad governance, because of cluelessness, because of evil acts. And we're keeping quiet. Look at his story yesterday. Look at what a whole governorship speech yesterday that took almost 2 hours. Tell me one substance in it. The only thing that I hear again is lies. That he built Akachi. Akachi that I built. He deceived the Senate President Command Commission and already built project by me. He brought President Muhammad Buhari to commission a 1.5 kilometer road that I had already prepared. He only resurfaced it and put less than half kilometer of balloon, what is called balloon technology concrete. I said, what? I want him to listen. The one that paid me so much that he brought my President Buhari, whom I suffered for this party together, brought him to government house to commission an escort chamber I built shamelessly. Now he said he did roundabout. Roundabout is, oh my God. Roundabout, he removed roundabout, not that he remodeled. There was nothing remodeled about roundabout. He just put it and put street light. That's the kind of thing you want to talk about? Now he said he brought Jos Beja here to sign MOU and Jos Beja now show that they are busy. What kind of cheap lies, cheap lies? How can you say he brought Jos Beja and they sign MOU and they are too busy, that's why you do engage them? Meanwhile, he promised that Jos Beja will do all the work in. If you want to see Jos Beja working, go to Rivers. You see where Jos Beja is working. There's no Jos Beja here. So small lies that makes the people lose confidence in government. The world has to help Imo State out. Imo State is in bondage. Please, for God's sake, address this matter. It will help the Imo people. Or more people will be killed as a result. Now, what he had just said yesterday, because he doesn't know that he has people inside him who repulse him even. He said, watch, this week what's going to happen. That he's going to dramatize something again that will change the whole story.
The Fulani have taken over our place. There are 5 settlements, like Okpok, Ogbete, Ezugomola, and many other places that will have farm settlements. Fulani have taken over that place. killing children, men, women, everybody. They are killing everybody. Destroy all farm crops. Everything that we cultivated in this life, they have destroyed all of them. Both cassava and rice, yam. Not only that, they will come to the people where people settle and also destroy their houses, collect everything they have, even the money. They will go there, stay the money, take foods, everything in the house. They also go to the bush, even put fires on their rice they cultivated. They will put fire on that rice. They have done a lot of things. But this recent one, they came and occupied in one place called Izubuamolo and Ogbete in the Buja Autonomous Community. Start portraying people there, start destroying their houses and everything. When the security people went to ask them what is happening, why are they doing this? They attacked them. They started shooting. We don't even know that there are as many as camping that place. We don't know. They attacked the security. They have killed many people are in the bush. We are looking for many people missing. We have found about 2-3 corpses lying down in the dead in the bush. No fear can catch everybody. Nobody can even go and vacate the corpse. Some are in the hospital. Those that were shot that have not died immediately is in the hospital. You can see men and women every quarter in our hometown now. You can see refugees packing there. You can see in my house, you see refugees that are here. People that run away from far distance are here. Crying, finding what they will eat. No food, no money, nothing. The matter has been reported to government several times. Even yesterday night, we have called the soldiers, we have called the police, we have called even the chairman of the local government, reporting this matter to him. They are promising us that soldier is coming. Soldier. Even this morning, I have called them. They say soldier is coming, and police are coming. So,
and we have not seen any.
Well, we're still waiting for them. The governor knows because the commissioner also informed the chairman of local government also informed the ADC of the governor and informed the governor. The governor knows about the kidnapper, knows everything. He knows.
So in the last 1 year, how many people have been killed in your community?
It's uncountable. In the last few months, I can tell you about 30 something. In short, from New Year to today, we are counting about more than 10 or 20. I'm telling you that as I'm talking to you now, many people are missing inside the bush, uncountable. You can't even remember how many people are there. Because fear has catch everyone. Nobody can even go to the bush to search and know how many is there. It's a massacre, and I don't even know how to put it because they even kill little children. Genocide. It is a daily event in this community. Daily event. You can see the worst one is that even we are talking about farm settlement where they are fighting the bush. But the one that happened in New Year Day is the wife of our brother in Edoga, the junior brother to the Commissioner for Environment in Enugu State, was kidnapped and the daughter. In the hometown, in their house, inside the kitchen. So where will we run again? Where we run into? When the security people are pursuing them, when they saw them try to pursue them to know whether they can rescue those they kidnapped, they shot 3 security men. We don't have any problem with them. The only problem we have is that if you cultivate anything, they'll come and destroy it. If you talk, they'll bring out gun. If you talk, they bring knife. We are pleading that the government will come and station army, at least army base in this farm settlement. Let them send the army base in this farm settlement, at least to spend even 1 month. To scare them away so that we even sleep for 1 month. No police station in the Hamufu. No military post in the Hamufu. No even security any outfit in the Hamufu. If you want to see security, you go to Ikem, more than 20 kilometers from the Hamufu. If you want to see army, you go to Suka, more than 30 kilometers from the Hamufu. For where the thing is happening. Let us have even army post in the farm settlement where you have is a motorable. The place motor can stop reach. They will put the army post there. Let the army stay there for the meantime to save life and properties. Because we are part of Nigeria. We are pleading to the Enugu government, all our representatives, the chairman of the local government, and everybody that is was touched, that will be touched, to at least help us. Sending palliative to the refugees, because already we have refugees in our place. People that are relocated from their farm settlements, we have about more than 5 farm settlements that are vacated from their place. And none of them is less than 1,000 people living there. They're vacated from their place, finding food now in everywhere. In my own house, you can see a crowd of people that run away, finding where to sleep in my house, feeding them almost every day. So we are pleading that people should send palliatives to us. The government should send palliatives to us, to the people that are running from their family. You can see the people that in my house, they just one tenth of them. In every houses in this village, in the Buji community village, you see people that run away from their family place, occupying the place. Not even clothes to wear, because they have destroyed their clothes and everything. And again, my prayer is that they also assist anybody, government or everybody, individuals, can also assist the security, local security, the neighborhood watch, logistics to assist them, at least to encourage them to be moving.